ANTI-CUDDLE Sarah's here today. So, somebody was asking me what they should get from the event shop today, and, well, or in general. If you haven't bought anything from the event shop, the Heartbreaker is insanely powerful. Link to that video down below. Pathfinder Jess is actually really solid for farming, so if you don't have her, grab her. The Tiger Jaw is also quite good. And then Wukong is really good for soaring Mantis. Snuggle Specials leaves a trail of fire behind you when you Dragon Slash. I use her every single time I run Dragon Slash. The only reason I haven't purchased her is because I have like 3 copies of her. I don't need a 4th one, but yeah, the Dragon Tail, Tail of the Dragon, very, very nice to have. I use her all the time, and this is a loadout I did not prep for the video, so I just have already had her used. And then Love Ranger Jonesy extends the range of your impact, which can be kind of nice. So if you're going to buy anything, Snuggle Specials and Wukong are kind of minimum. Pathfinder's base game, you might encounter her normally, and then the Heartbreaker you definitely want to grab. But that question that was asked on stream now has an updated response because ANTI-CUDDLE Sarah has joined us. And once again, I do have multiple copies of her. I do not need to buy her personally, but she gives you energy based on melee weapon eliminations. Now, the most key use case I've seen for that is the ear splitter. Link to that video down below. And I also did an entire video on ANTI-CUDDLE Sarah specifically. So if you would like to see gameplay of her and a rundown on everything about ANTI-CUDDLE Sarah, link to that video down below. I won't be covering it in today's video. This is just a mission video, mission and shop reset video. But yeah, she is quite good for specific use cases. So I don't personally use her like in my regular loadout because in my regular loadout, I'm using Fossil Southie, and I personally find that since I'm using Blast from the Past anyway, constantly regenerating energy 4 per second is better than only getting 7.5 per kill. Anyway, so yeah, she's a decent hero, worth grabbing, and is available for the week. As for the other stuff going on today, on the BR side of things, it's a little boring. I am trying to get this full screen. Fortnite's fighting me here. On the BR side of things, the only thing that I'm aware of that is new at all, obviously we have the Flash bundle. It's in the title, in the thumbnail. Go grab it if you want it. It's available. Feel free to use code Mista at your checkout. You might need a magnifying glass for that one. And then the regular stuff is still here. It is Valentine's Day, so, you know, if you are having a great Valentine's Day, then fantastic. If you are like the many singles out there, it's all right. We don't need February 14th to tell us. On Your Marks is available. So brand new emote, 200 V-Bucks. It's not an emote I've seen personally, but we'll check it out at the end of the video. I didn't even notice it the first time around. It's not the most exciting thing, but it is brand new. So it's there if you want it. And there are no V-Bucks today, but no complaining. No complaining in the comments. That is not allowed. We had 150 yesterday, so that is plenty. 150 V-Bucks means that we can go a couple of days without even seeing any V-Bucks, and no complaints are allowed from us, all right? That is a huge amount. I ran them all. I did not skip them this time. We took care of those live on stream, and I am being invited to a Pokemon raid, and I actually kind of want to do it, but that was 2 minutes ago. I already missed it. That's a bummer. As for the other Save the World stuff that are not V-Bucks, we have a lot of purple survivors. We have, I didn't count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 purple survivors. Might be more that I missed. That is a lot of opportunities to get some trap durability if that's what you're looking for. And then we also have a couple of lead purple survivors, which are in the exact same mission in the 44 player. I believe that's in Plankton. We'll check it out later. So decent-ish stuff. Couple of pipe downs if you want it, I guess. Sealing Electric Field is really good, worth grabbing. That is definitely recommended. And then there's a gas trap in Canyon Valley, which is nice to see. Oh, and a broadside. Yeah, broadside, very, very powerful, especially now that it's patched. It is back up on its throne as the king of wall traps, in my opinion. Well, the damage kind of speaks for itself, too. So let's cover some of these missions. And starting off with Save the World, actually the Daily Llama, as always, I usually forget. Weapon Llama, so, I mean, it is what it is. Let's go to the Broccoli Zone and get her going. So we're actually showing the lower end today. I usually don't, but let's click through silently while I drink my water. All right, thank you for that intermission. All right, Copper Red. Purple Defender and Survivor. It is a Sniper Defender, which is really, really nice to see. 4x reperk of the 58-4 player, which is nice as well. Another 74 player, giving us 4x reperk plus 224, 246 reperk. So that should be a really solid mission if you're trying to stock up on that reperk. I personally am no longer at 96,000. Woo! Whenever I go down on reperk, it means that videos are being made. So yay. 4x perk up plus 174 legendary perk up in the 94-4 player. Legendary Seeing Electric Field in Ventures, unfortunately, for those of you who can't run it, it is here. And then a 4x drops array in the 94-4 player. So if you are in the 94 zone range, very, very, very nice place to be. Legendary Defender, Master Driver, Pipe Down, these might be good for the collection book. The Broadside you might want to keep out of the book, power that one up because it's a really, really, really solid trap. Zapatron exists. 4x perk up with the 124 4-player. It actually does a ridiculous amount of damage. I know that there are some fanboys with the Zapatron, and it will get its day, I promise. 124 4-player has 4x perk up, 4x legendary perk up with the 144 player plus 225 drops of rain, and then 4x lightning in a bottle plus 225 legendary perk up. And I think the 225 legendary perk up is worth running that mission for that alone, so I think it's worthwhile. Floor Feast Trap doesn't even need to be legendary. It is definitely good even as a purple. And then in the rest of Twine, I think my first note is actually in the 100 zone. So yeah, there's not a ton going on here. Miscellaneous purple stuff. I'm just going to move on to the 104 players where we have 4x perk up and reperk, which is nice, and 4x Eye of the Storm plus lightning in a bottle. So really good evolution materials mission, and Ranger Deadeye, which is a very, very easy hero to skip. It is super easy to see a purple hero and think, oh, he's trash. No, he ups your SMG and pistol damage by 50% and 17% in support. He is basically the Outlander version of Rescue Trooper Ramirez. It is a very, very solid hero to run in the lead if you're running SMGs or pistols specifically. I highly recommend grabbing him if you somehow don't have a copy. Even purple, he's going to give you that bonus and is definitely worth at least having, even if you're not going to use it. Vacuum Tube Sword can have that extra damage to water enemies or chain lightning. Very, very fun weapon. I just got one in Ventures. Not with any fun 6 perk. It's just Affliction, but it's definitely a fun weapon. 4x perk up in the 108 4-player as well. Another purple survivor. They're just sprinkled everywhere. 116 4-player has 3 purple, 1 gold, plus 164 drops of rain. Master Driver, another one for the book if you need it. You probably only need 1 for the book, but it is where it is. 4x perk up in the 132 4-player, and another 4x perk up with the 132 4-player. The 132s have been a little not that great recently, so it's nice to see some redemption here. 215 epic legendary perk up and drops of rain in the alert version. So running both of these missions would be an efficient use of time. And then the 140s is unfortunately going to be our peak because the 160s are very good for Storm Shards and not much else today. So for the 140s, we have 369 reperk, nice, and 4x drops of rain for the 140, Ride the Lightning. In the Retreat the Data, we got 4x perk up, and then in the Repair the Shelter, I had to memorize it because it was covered. Was his name Gossip? Oh, Mr. OG name over there. Maybe there was a character. 4x reperk in the 144 player. So let's move on to Canny, and then there's not going to be too much here going on. We do have a Purple Maverick, very strong shotgun. I highly recommend grabbing it. Dragonfly, LOL, if you want it. Another Master Driver, in case you didn't have enough of those. I'm going to skip right to the end and just point out the Gas Trap. Legendary Gas Trap, no doubt. So definitely worth running. Just grab that trap. Very, very strong. Highly recommended. And then, you know, Plankerton actually has a lot more going on than usual. We have a 4x Lightning in a Bottle in the 23 4-player, another 4x Lightning in a Bottle in the 28 4-player, and then in the 34 4-player, we have 4x Reperk. So not so bad. And then, of course, in the 44 player, we have that double purple lead survivor mission I was talking about. So if you're just starting the game, you're in those 40 power levels, and you need some lead survivors for your squads. Obviously, minor mythics, that's just end game. But if you don't have that leader slot filled, then some purple survivors are absolutely what you're going to need to get those spots filled up and get that power level going up. As for Stonewood, nothing of note. So let's move on to Battle Royale. Thank you to Archer and everybody who was joining so I could actually see these missions. Archer was the only one who was scheduled. So I appreciate everybody joining so I could see. Let's move on to Battle Royale, where, like I said, same old, same old. I do just want to show the brand new emote. There are a couple of very nice copyright emotes that will get my... Oh, is this the new one? Yeah, this is why I missed it. So basically you point... I'm watching this live for the first time, and, so it could be a fun emote. It's an easy little 200 V-Buck one. Feel free to use code Mista at your checkout, but that's it for the daily. Check out the stream, link below. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you, Ranko Wo, for the 100 bits. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.